You okay? Ah, I'll be fine. I'm just like it's been a day, right? It's been a day. No spider today, T-Com. We're not doing RE5, and the spider's already dead, so we'd be safe anyway, as far as I'm aware. I know I said we were doing Resident Evil 5 today, but yeah, no, announcer annoyed and pissed. So new guy here, love your shorts. They came out wrong, or did it? Well, good for you that I'm not wearing any shorts. So if you want them, you can take them. Like, they are hand-me-downs at that point, but like, hey, sometime in this economy, hand-me-downs? What annoyed you? Ah, I'll talk about it in a bit. I'll talk about it in a bit, guys. It's bonus, yes. The best kind of bonus. And yes, it's just to me today. It's just to me because I need to get my thoughts and feelings out and just that kind of stuff. I trust you. My wrath will be swift if you're lying. T-Com, as far as I'm aware, there's no more spiders, but I will definitely double check. I know your arachnophobia be bad. Hello, what a coincidence. I was just watching your Fire Warrior streams. Hey, well, what a coincidence. Aside from putting in background music and a little bit of a surprise for all of you, the Fire Warrior video is pretty much done today. I got most of it done today. I'll join you. I work customer service and got cussed at and called worthless, and this is from someone who called and needed my help. Great way to inspire me to go above and beyond to help. Oh, it's great, isn't it? Have you heard of Madman Fenrir? I'm sorry, I don't know his name. I've seen his videos. People keep linking his videos to me all the time. It's like, is this true? And I'm like, with context, yes. Out of context, oh, it's worse. Is the surprise more Shadow Sun pinup art? I have enough of that. No, it's not Shadow Sun pinup art. I know exactly the pain that you experienced. Also, that's damn Imperials. They really ruined the Imperium bit. Made me laugh. Damn Imperials. They ruined the Imperium. Yep. Chat, as you all know, I go to therapy, right? Like, I actively try to keep my mental health and emotional health in check. And my therapist told me the one thing that I'm really good at is empathizing with others, and it does come off like an apologist, but like it's an apologist in the way that you want to understand why X happened, not excuse it. Like, you want to understand why, and yeah, like it nailed me for a T. And I like to know why things fucked up. I want to know the reasons why, and that way it lets me understand, like, A, how do we prevent this stuff from happening again? And B, who do I need to blame in a proper fashion? In the case of Fire Warrior, learning all of that, it was a mix of things. It was a mix of them not having a lead level designer, financial troubles, so someone wasn't managing the money properly, or like something, like an expense hit them without them realizing it, and then they had to go like, ah! Along with just rushing the game. And yeah, like, ugh. Even the guy, like, even the developer that talked about it, he didn't go into too much detail, but it gives you enough of a picture to realize what the fuck was going on there. Maybe I need to go to therapy finally and basically became one without any studies at just 18. Maybe I truly need one. Listen, as my therapist put it, even therapists need therapists. It is never a bad thing to go to therapy and get yourself figured out. Now, I want to stress this. Not every therapist is going to be right for you. It takes time to find the right therapist for yourself, and then it takes time to work on yourself. It's okay to fall. It's okay to fall down. It's okay to fall back into bad habits, just so long as you realize you've done it and then pick yourself up. It's okay. Recovery from your issues is not bing, done. It's never done. It's going to be with you for the rest of your life. How do you manage that so that way you can live your life? I caused my last therapist to cry. Yeah, your therapist bill probably got pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie. What's up, boss? Shit, few weeks. Intense Pickle. I am a Monty Mole. That's why there's a Super Mario World Monty Mole in the emotes on Twitch. I still need to figure out my YouTube side a little bit more, because YouTube is not making it very clear on how I do, like, join stuff. Firewatch again? Joking. No, not Fire Warrior again! I'm done! I'm not doing it again! I played this game more than I needed to! I had to go back into the game to recheck things! Ah! I had to analyze my own footage and everything, and oh my god. Chat, replaying the game. Replaying the fucking game was worse! You thought it was bad on stream. No, my private recording sessions were worse. I counted. The game crashed on me 10 times. Chat, I was in the middle of a mission and it crashed on me. I was at the end of a mission and it crashed on me and it told me, do the mission again, fuckwad. I said no. I'm doing level select. Go fuck yourself. Kinda cool Tech Marine is a red Corsair for Chaos and Space Marine 2. Oh yeah, that was planned, which I appreciate. Play Shadowrun. No. I will not play Shadowrun. I refuse. Yeah, I was already painful watching the stream. Oh, Mark. It's worse. It's worse. Remember, chat, I don't know how to climb up ladders properly anymore. The game told me that I was a fucking stupid person for I was climbing ladders. Oh, good fam, not for everyone. Thank you. But yes, hello everyone. Get settled. Come on in. Come chill and chat. Oh, it's been hell. Oh my god. Sorry for laughing. Don't apologize for enjoying my suffering. I literally did that because I made a promise that I would. If I didn't make you laugh, if there's any bright side of Fire Warrior, 40k games got better. Oh yes, no, there is bright sides to this. Cosplay for Halloween should be great. Then do it. You're almost at 30k subscribers. How are you going to torture yourself for that celebration? My wife put the hammer down and said no. You celebrate at 50k, not 30. Fuck you. Because she's seen how run ragged I am. And I'm like, alright, the wife has spoken. Oh yeah, how's it going? Oh, it's going okay. Well, meh. Come in, relax. It was hell! It was. Surely you celebrate at 40k. Oh, I have plans at 40k, don't worry. Damn you, wife. It would have only taken 800. This is the way. Celebrate at 30k. Do a Horus Heresy lore stream. Master Thang. I already did a whole need-to-know video on it. This calls for peanut butter and chocolate fondue. One of my gal friends asked me if there was chocolate in 40k. I told her it's grimdark, so prob not. No, there's chocolate. You just have to be super rich to have it. 100k equals Gothic Armada review? You know what? Sure. I got clapped by 5 Vox engines today, so I agree with you on it's been hell this week. Oh, yeah. But more! What more is there? Also, question, what's Shadowrun? Shadowrun is a... It's basically like D&D. Like, it's a tabletop game, right? But it's set in, like, the future and shit like that. And you have, like, people that are, like, magic and technology are kind of one and the same. And, like, you're basically... It's basically like cyberpunk. Like, it's an alternative cyberpunk, basically. It's the best way to explain it. As a 43-year-old, can you confirm that third decade just happened like a flash? I remember less that shit about my 30s. I don't know. I know I caused you suffer with mentioning the pool idea that lost you everything in Dokapon. Ah, it's fine. It's fine, Kaiju. I just recently got into Warhammer myself. Blood Angels and Space Holes are my favorite so far. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Toka. I'm glad you found your chapters. Specifically, it's set in the future as imagined in the 1980s. Yeah. Oh, it does sound interesting in any kind of setting to roleplay. Yeah. Shadowrun is an urban fantasy of 90s stereotypes. Greeting, I am Alfarius. So you're bald is what you're telling me. Have you checked out the StarCraft game? Looks legit so far. Nice set of models. I have not checked out the StarCraft game yet. Didn't even know they were getting a game, so good for them. Yay, fellow son of Sanguinius. As a 31-year-old, it feels slow, and I remember very much of my 20s as a tuber myself. Nice. Our descendants 100% took cow and hazelnuts with them during the ages. Well, does it have you ripping holes through a literal hell to go from A to B, magic tech, or what? I don't know in Shadowrun. Any theories as to why Captain Titus is immune to the warp? My original idea was that he was a blank. But GW doesn't seem fucking wanting to answer that question. They just said he has a willpower, you know. He's got will. He knows no fear. So does every other Marine. What makes him special? Thoughts on the Red Scorpions chapter? I ran it for 4 years and plan on redoing them for 11th. They are definitely the mission accomplished chapter. They're very much the mission accomplished chapter, and then when you read like what they were inspired by to represent how shitty they are, you go, oh. And then you remember they get a cool Leviathan Dreadnought. And it just kind of falls by the wayside. Any recommendations for which Warhammer books would be a good place to start? If you are into Blood Angels and you are into Space Wolves, the Ragnar Blackmane Omnibus and the Blood Angels Omnibuses are your best bet to start with those chapters. I can only got that bit for a lore podcast. Never played it, but sound hilarious. I can't wait to see if GW is going to give me the middle finger and move the new Custodes Contemptor into Legends, or not give it 40k rules. I'll probably keep it around. Whoops, we made them too good. Better make their predecessors. You know, start an Iron Warriors army when the new support comes out. Awesome! I think Space Marine 3 should deal with his warp immunity or an animation. Listen, I would like anything on Titus, like, to at least fucking elaborate. But we're probably not going to get that. I could talk a lot about Shadowrun lore. If you want to make a PowerPoint, I'm more than willing to let you rant about it, just like I let T-Con rant about fucking Legends. What do we do? Steel. And if it's bolted down, bolt cutters, then steel. So, yeah, just to get this out of the way, because I did say, like, I'm mad in the title here. Chat, there is nothing in this world that pisses me off more nowadays than those not willing to slow down and think for a minute. Now, am I perfect about that? No. I am not perfect, and I will never claim to be fucking perfect. It specifically comes around, like, the VTubing space right now. And especially, like, being an internet content creator right now. And there's an unhealthy amount of people that believe that if you are even associated with the wrong person, that you are just as guilty as that person, and that pisses me off. how do I express this? There's a lot of VTubers out there who are genuine scumfucks, genuine pieces of shit. Anybody that says like this race of people is inferior, this group of people deserves death, fuck them. Fuck those people. And there are plenty of big VTubers that spout that shit and deserve to be run off the internet. But I need people to understand that the internet is not as small as people think it is. Things are not as black and white as people think it is, as much as we want it to be black and white. And when I explain like why some content creators don't feel comfortable standing up, it is not a defense for them not standing up. It is explaining rationale and reasons. Like, I am someone with thick skin. I've had to learn to get a thick skin. Do things still bug me? Yes. But I am someone who is very willing to punch when I need to punch. Not everyone is me, though, and some people just naturally are not confrontational. They don't want to deal with it. And other people just don't know what's going on because they have their own lives they're living and they're not around. And I see people going like, those people are just as bad. What do you mean they're bad? They didn't even know that shit was going on. And then when they were made aware of it, they then nuked that person off of their socials. Also, not everyone feels equipped to talk about those issues. Exactly. Little Serpentina, hi! But yeah, like, that's stuff that bugs me, is that I want to empathize and understand, not defend, empathize and understand. Because then it allows me to make better judgment calls when I have more information. And sometimes there are things... Hi, finally kind of stream. I'm very glad. Welcome. But yeah, like, I want to be correct. I want to be as correct as possible. I don't want to jump. And it pisses me off when people jump. Because then when they inevitably get proven wrong, they look like an ass and then they crash out. And I want to stop people, especially people who I am friends with, people who I care about very much, from crashing the fuck out. While also making it very clear that the people that I don't like are not welcome. And by the way, if you are somebody that believes that minorities shouldn't have rights, whether they be like from a different country or a different sexuality, I ask you to leave. Reacting first tends to push people away and into the hands of harmful people rather than helping educate so they can make informed and empathetic decisions. Yes, because that's what happened to me. I got pushed out. I got put into the far-right pipeline, and that shit sucked. And then therapy helped me. But enough of that. Enough of that. I want to cheer up. I want to cheer up. I want to feel better. I want to talk and hang out with my community. My community that has grown... How much? How much has my community grown by? You will be removed. Exactly. Like, I am making it very clear. I am not about that. I'm not about those people. Fuck those people. Therapy is great. It's almost like magic, but not heretical. Over 10,000. Yeah, so in the past 28 days, we grew by close to, but like 6,400. Oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Jesus, chat. Like, we are a state. We are in. I never. Who thought that having the tired-ass Grump Gilliman meet with the guy who nuked his fucking planet, reunite with the man who fucked his northern side of his planet, would get me somewhere, right? Jesus Christ. Your shorts are great, and it's the reason, I think. Yeah, well, I like to find ways to explain stuff to people in a way that they can understand it, as well as, just be... I like to fashion myself as somebody that you can talk to at the game store, that you are actively having a conversation with or listening to, because that's just who I am. I am that person that will talk your ear off if you let me. Not to annoy the shit out of you. Genuinely, like, if you have these questions, I'm more than willing to answer. And YouTube just recently put you in my feed. It's about time, YouTube. Yay! I am the Patrick Starfish when he comes home and sees everyone under his rock going, "Who are you people?" The far right pipeline sucks. You lose yourself in your happiness. Yes, I was extremely unhappy in that time of my life. Have you seen the new drone that Lockheed is making? It is literally the VTOL warship from Breath of the BO2. The new drone? Drone Lockheed. Oh, God, I remember that. Oh, God, it looks like that drone from that one movie I watched as a kid. Like the one with, like, the automated fighter pilot. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is your opinion on the Primarchs of the Salamanders? Vulcan's cool. Wish the Salamanders got better books in the Horus Heresy. Because they're written more like... I don't know what it is with 30k Salamanders, but they are written... Their books in the Horus Heresy were written to make them act like 40k Salamanders, and that was bugging the crap out of me. And that's why I followed. Nice. Bloody Angels. Talker, ears off. Bet. Question, do you think the Emperor is capable of becoming another Chaos God? That was the plan. That was Chaos's plan. Because the ultimate humiliation, and the ultimate goal and humiliation of the Emperor was to make him into the very thing he was trying to destroy. That was the goal. The goal failed, but... Stealth, the movie you're thinking of is Stealth. Thank you, TCOM. I think my top 3 40k content creators are as following. Adeptus Ridiculous, Warhammer, Icesander, and Coda. Icesander and Icesander and Adeptus Ridiculous. Yeah. Wisshammer, not for me, but hey, you do you. Wait, what was the plan? I'm still a baby to Warhammer. So... Little Serpentina. We find out during the Siege of Terra, well, even a little bit before that, that there is a god forming called the Dark King. The Dark King is essentially anarchy, destruction, mayhem, all the negative stuff, like the absolute opposite to order. And everyone thought that Horus was going to become the Dark King, until the Siege of Terra pulled the wool from our eyes, and the Chaos Gods basically smiled and said, no, the Emperor is going to become him. Because the Emperor, everyone believes the Emperor is the one that caused the Horus Heresy. They believe that his actions led directly to it, and his destabilizing personality, Space Marine legions, everything else is what would make that happen. All that belief in everything, that the Emperor is destruction incarnate, was influencing the warp to turn the Emperor into the Dark King. Now, the Emperor nearly became the Dark King during the finale, but his best friend, not Malcador, Malcador was currently getting his ass beat on the chair, Alanius Pius revealed, stopped him from going down that path. And the problem is that we stopped him from turning into the Dark King at that moment, but, the problem is that the warp works is that the Dark King already exists. His realm is already ready. He just needs to exist. And that will happen when the Emperor kicks the bucket. But as Old School said, when we find out this plan went very, very wrong for the Chaos Gods in the new Scouring book, yeah, it is heavily implied that Chaos kind of threw in a lot into this plan, and they overextended. The Great Scouring is going to go into detail about that, so I'm very excited to read it when I get my hands on it. Someone asked me, who in the 40K universe is the most powerful? Is it reasonable to say everyone is... they all just cancel each other out? Well, that depends on what you're... that depends on what you mean. Right now, in terms of, like, power scaling, if the Emperor was around, he would be the most powerful physical being. But then you have the Catan, who are, like, the most powerful physical beings, like, because they're eldritch gods in the material realm. Then there's the Chaos Gods, but their power comes from the literal universe. And then, like, you have, like, the... oh, well, Abaddon the Despoiler is the strongest because GW needs their boy to be their Mewtwo or Rayquaza. To the warp, time is not a linear thing. Lol. That was so painful to read. It was just like, yeah, no, the warp doesn't work this way. Oh, cool. So, timey-wimey bullshit. Got it. Lore question. At what rate can Custodes be produced, and could the Imperium eventually replace Astartes with them? No. For every 100 Marines, you get a Custodes. Like, that's the comparison. We can make 100 Marines at the same rate it takes to make a Custodes. And then that's not even counting their armor, their weapons, and everything. And it's why they made the Space Marines, because making Custodes was too time-consuming and resource-exhausting. It's cheaper to make a Space Marine chapter. Hence why you're never gonna get a... hence why you're, like, not gonna get a, yeah. I wonder if the new Rogue Trader DLC will give some more info about the Catan. Hopefully it does! You're going to Trazen's fucking museum! If anyone, like, would have anything on that, it's fucking Trazen. Though, slightly embellished. Slightly embellished. Remember, it's Trazen. Accuracy to his history need not apply. I appreciate that you have strong morals and you stand by them, which I believe is why you said you quit TikTok. I quit TikTok for a multitude of reasons. Some of them are moralistic. Some of them are just like, go fuck yourself, TikTok. I explained in, like, some videos, but the rough rundown was, how dare you fuck over Canadian content creators on the reg? You get me in shit when someone tells me to go off myself, and, genuinely, the 2024 election was, like, the fucking last straw, because the very same guy who put them in that situation, they're thanking him for it. So it's just like, nah, I see where this is going, bye. I don't need this shit. Plus, TikTok is just not good for your mental health. It's not. The way it's designed is that you will doom scroll and spiral and get depressed. It's not good for your mental health. I do recommend getting off of it. But, like, I totally understand why everyone else stays on it, because it's just, like, it's easy promotion, if you even get promoted on it. Are there any Gray Shields left, or are they all dead by the point? I'm in the very confusing time on 40k. Okay. So, what is a Gray Shield? First off, Gray Shields are those Primaris Marines that were first woken up when Gilliman came back. What happened to them? They were all eventually sorted out into their respective chapters that they hail from, or they were made into their own chapters. Captain Felix, for example, he was made captain of the Ultramarine 7th Company, while his best friend, who was a Space Wolf, was turned into the wolf, basically put into the Wolf Spears chapter. What is that in profit factor? Jesus, I need to scroll back up. Give me a moment. Oh, Jesus, what did I miss? My God. Tetrarch, best boy. TikTok and unnuanced and uncritical reading of politics is extremely poisonous to your brain. It kind of is, but like also they've just been on a major shadow ban rant recently, and I know I would have gotten hit. I wonder if I'm the only one who ever had an account on Twitter or TikTok. You're not. I had a Twitter, and then Twitter became a cesspit, so I got off of it. Announcer, a Warhammer 40k fan who can say Space Marines are not all that crazy. They're really not. Like, this is something that I want to make a video on, but the inconsistency of Space Marines, because, like, you get the video games, and the video games make you seem like you're an all-powerful fucking menace. And then you read the books, and Marines are getting fucking raffle stomped like crazy. And then you watch the animations, and it's kind of both, and they're never clear on what is what. And it's just like, it's inconsistent. Like, how easy are Marines to kill? My answer is, anything as big as them is going to kill them pretty handily. Is it just me, or does it feel like the Ultramarines have reached Legion strength? It could be just me, but seeing all the Ultramarines love... Oh, it's... So we have done away with the chapter limits rule. It was very quietly, like, kicked to the curb if you read Dark Imperium. Because, like, Gilliman came back and he's like, oh my god, you did what with my codex? And basically had to, like, you know, come hammering down hard on everybody and say, no, the limits are stupid. We are currently in end times. Get your shit together. And... yeah, like, chapters are... if a chapter can get above 1,000 Marines, good for them. There are a lot of Ultramarines running around. But that's because, like, they're just supposed to be everywhere. Because, like, the Ultramarines are represented in Pariah Nexus, Nakman Gauntlet, Third Tyrannic War. They are represented in 500 Worlds. They are represented... they're not even... oh, wait, they're not even on Armageddon. Shit. But yeah, like, they're everywhere. And it's basically just like... oh my god, how many actual Ultramarines are there? I think the last time I checked... the Ultramarines were somewhere at, like, 1,500. I don't know. I'd have to recheck. So first of all, these suggestions. Secondly, points at hole in the sky. Exactly. From what I understand, don't the Marines kind of act like warrior monks? They
One
do.
debt to society later.
They do. That's the thing. That's another thing. A lot of people think Space Marines act like a lot of people think Space Marines act like a military group. They are not. They are highly independent and do what they want when they want, and they have to be petitioned to come help, not ordered, petitioned. When the Siege of Rax was happening, the Dark Angels were not ordered to go help. They were petitioned, and then they blew up a very important objective to the Siege Army of Krieg, and then fucked off. Mission accomplished. Badab War was the Marines Errant were petitioned to come help, and the Firehawks forced them to help because of an honor debt they had to pay. If you had to pick one traitor legion to get fully redeemed, but in exchange one of the Loyalist founding chapters falls to chaos, who would you pick? Ooh. Okay. Genuinely, chat. I think I would trade the Thousand Suns for the Iron Hands. I would trade them. I know Farva would stab me for saying this. But genuinely, with the death of Ferrus Manus, I fully think that, like, we should have been seeing a lot more Iron Hands among the traitors. And I would happily trade the 10th for the 15th. Not gonna lie, gonna steal that question for another stream. Oh, go give it to, like, May or Froggy. Like, I want to hear what they say. It's a great trade. Fuck them Iron Hands. But the answer always changes. It does change, right? Unexpected, but I can see why. It's a great... Marines are made to put us down, not Xenos, not Chaos, not other Marines. They are made to fight and put us down. Sort of both. I remember you saying something in a short that the Marines have to be petitioned to go help, but even they can just refuse to go help. Yep. One of the famous examples is the Iron Hands. Coincidentally, they will just decide not to help you. If they find you weak, they won't help you. Oh, you had to ask for help? You fucking weakling. That kind of shit. I legit was just about to ask for literally any good Iron Hands news. You got a character? Dakota Stardy's Anonymous. Ferris Manus. Just realized I have not really seen much of anything about the Iron Hands in a while. Well, also, ayo. They did get a character with the Raven Guard and the White Scars and the Salamanders. Their new character's okay. Loyalist Thousand Suns would be diabolical. Also, hear me out, but Zinchi and Iron Hands would be dope as fuck. Oh yeah, Mr. Bunk. The Ultramarines are supposed to be like they're the jack of all trades. They can be anything you want them to be. So yeah, you're on the head there. I just want a good battle box. It's the Iron Hands battle box. It's the Iron Hands battle box. Roll up the windows. Roll up the windows. What's my least favorite Imperial Guard regiment? Krieg. Krieg is my least favorite. Krieg is boring as shit. Oh, you're all clones? Get in fucking line. Oh, you're like, you have a cult of sacrifice to the Emperor? What makes you fucking different than the Sisters of Battle? Outside of having a shitty armor save and gun. Oh my god, you're only referred to as numbers? Same as the Kevlar Chem Dogs! Like, what makes you fucking special, gas mask freak? Fucking, we already had gas mask guys, and it was Steel Legion. Totally missed that. I was mostly thinking like about videos like memes or anything. The one that we see the most Blueberries and Blood Angels, and of course Space Sharks. Yeah, I can't remember, but didn't Kurz envy Korax because of his Legion mastery of using the shadows better than his Night Lords? He didn't envy Korax, I think. Conrad's weird. I can see why. I mean, I only like their gas mask design, but I could literally take any other design. That's the thing! Krieg used to be Steel Legion. Krieg was an alternative color scheme to Steel Legion. Have I heard of JT Music? I have. Because Tank beats Shovel. I can't be there to defend my Krieg. How dare you? What do you want from me, T-Com? They're boring. They're boring to me. Oh, look at them talking like fucking Pyro. Hi, here to ask a question for a friend. What would you recommend for a crossover 40k? Because my buddy is thinking Getter, Robo, or Fallout. Thank you. What would crossover with 40k? That's the hardest part about 40k is what the fuck do you cross over with it? I genuinely don't know. Not Call of Duty, I can tell you that much. Call of Duty did crossover with it. It was awful. You know what, Mech Warrior? Mech Warrior and 40k should do a crossover. I want to pilot a Knight. I want to pilot Imperial Knight. I want to pilot a Chaos Knight. Do it, GW. Mech Warrior and 40k. Let's do this. An actual Knight game. Let me plug my brain into my chair and have to fight off my ancestors in honorable combat to prove my worth. Say someone unleashes a human-killing virus. Every non-human in the Imperium is dead. Can they come back from that? If that happened, the Imperium's fucked. Battletech in 40k would be dope. It would be. They basically did that. It's called Battletech Gothic. Ah, yes. Nah, Gundam and 40k crossover. No. Because you want them to be on even playing fields. You want them to be on even playing fields. Gundam is not on even playing fields. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I just created a Gundam that, like, moves faster than... it moves so fast that the pilot should theoretically be jelly. What? Oh yeah, I just activate a particle and, boop. I'm over here now. What is this Dragon Ball Z bullshit? Gundam would only work if you were in Eldar Titans because Imperials are slow like Battletech. Oh yeah, Armored Core would literally blitz everything by pure speed. Yeah, this is something else. I need people to remember that 40k is not as powerful as people think it is. The Imperium is not as powerful as people think it is. To repeat a question I flung at Remlays, if you could get a character a new awesome mini refresh, but have to condemn another character to a Kotia-style bad mini fresh, what would your choice be? Oh, no. Oh, no, chat. All right, serious answer. I would totally give Astrobale Vect a brand new model, and I would condemn. I would look at the Black Templars and tell them, Helbrecht, ugly. Helbrecht, ugly. Done. You know, we're trading off, right? Like, the Drukhari had the ugly models back in 3rd edition. Now the Black Templars have an ugly model from 3rd edition. Erase the point of the setting of the characters. Exactly. The Imperium, like, guys, a lot of the stuff in 40k that is ridiculous bullshit is not the Imperiums. Yeah, the Imperium can blow up planets, but so can the Necron. So can everyone else. So, I've homebrewed a Space Marine chapter, but I'm unsure if it's any good. There's a Salamander Successor chapter that specializes in proactive, at least in proactives that can be defensive siege warfare, that take the protect the people out to the Salamanders, but fight a lot more like Imperial Fists. Shammer streams, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to tell you exactly what GW has said. Your chapter is just as valid as the Ultramarines. They are just as valid as the Blood Angels, the Baeltan Craft World, the Goth Clan of the Orks. They are just as valid. Because everything in 40k is true and not true. Everything exists in 40k and nothing exists in 40k. Your faction just doesn't get recorded. Or, like, the documents are lost to a scribe that's, like, seven years in on his 211,000 recap drink, losing his shit as he throws your paper to the ground and it's lost forever. How cooked would the Great Crusade have been if the Necrons had woken up early? Pretty cooked. Pretty cooked. The advantage, like, the Imperium nearly lost the Great Crusade to another race before that, the Rangden. Like, we nearly lost. It was such a horrible war that the Imperium doesn't talk about it. The Rangda were so powerful that our first engagements with them were fleet gone, Titan Legion's gone, Legion formation's gone. We don't talk about the Rangda. It is purged from Imperial memory. Coincidentally, that's what the 2 missing legions went missing. Wonder what happened. Anyway. Nah, Emperor could 1v1. Oh yeah, like he 1v1 Horus, right? Oh yeah, let's play that Yu-Gi-Oh game again. Remember, kids, the Imperium runs on paper and it is shit. Damn, imagine if they were still around. The Rangda? We're not even sure we got them all. We're not even sure they're all fucking dead. Is this a correct statement saying that the Imperium is holding on by false hope? Yep. The Imperium is on borrowed time. Everything in 40k is on borrowed time. It's just that the clock will never hit midnight. It's not paper, it's parchment made from corpses. Same with the candles. They're just hiding under a giant redacted. Also, how does your faction praise reward work? What? The fuckers are scary as shit. What are the chances that one of the Alpha Legion Primarchs are still alive? Pretty high. Pretty high. Yeah, nothing is certain in Warhammer 40k. Makes sense. Thanks for responding. You're welcome. But yeah, like, guys, if you have a custom faction in 40k, they're just as valid. Just don't be a piece of shit. And, like, I'm not talking like, oh, don't make your faction not pieces of shit. Trust me, I have a faction that's pieces of shit. But I'm talking like, maybe don't paint them like the losers from World War II, you know? But if GW made a non-imperial faction, what do you think it would be? Think it would/could be like? Fuck me. Genuinely, I wouldn't mind a human/alien mixed faction. I know, like, people are like, well, what about the Tau? The Tau have crew. I'm talking like we're mixing the squads with humans and aliens, kind of a thing. I don't know what we could do with it, but I think it would be a fun idea. Considering Alfaris still has the Custodians army, he's still pretty high. I don't know if that's true or not. It's Alfarius. I meant the Twitch redeem. Sorry, I'm on my multi-chat, so I didn't see any Twitch redeem. Apologies. Where's the Twitch redeem? Fuck. Oh, how does the faction praise reward work? I have to compliment a faction. I have to compliment a faction, whether it be a faction that I wholeheartedly love and endear, or a faction that I fucking despise. I have to say something nice about them. That is how it works. You pay it, I have to say it. How would the Space Marines, like the Lamenters, react to Ben 10? Also, hey! They'd shoot him because he's a freak. He has Xenos tech on him. Kill him. Or at least try to. And then Ben 10 turns into Alien X and just goes, clap, you don't exist anymore. Oh, yeah, I got the Twitch redeem a couple of streams ago and you didn't praise them. I remember on the multi-stream, so I don't see my Twitch things. I need to be told that it happened. I think I was busy fighting orcs. I was fighting orcs, probably. Like the ones Horus blew up. Gotta go for now. Lady has a ride with burritos. Ooh, you enjoy those burritos, my friend. You stay classy, San Diego. You stay classy, sir. My favorite thing in Warhammer 40k has to be the mysteries. The best one, the missing colony of Thorax, Alf, an entire hive world, the entire population gone. Then the Imperial Force as well. Love that. Oh yeah, that's a spooky one. Question, which Space Marine Legion had it the toughest during the Heresy? Kind of depends on what you mean by toughest. The Salamanders, because, like, the Space Wolves, the Blood Angels, and the Salamanders nearly wiped themselves out, and then things got better. And then, like, late before the Heresy, it was Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors had it rough. Warriors had it rough socially? Raven Guard had it pretty rough. 2 words, Ghoul Stars. Here there be horrors. Oh yeah. When the Necron tier started and the Ghoul Stars, you know shit was fucked. Krogan, those guys were somehow can reproduce thousands of eggs and very endurance heavy and basically heavy redundant organs. The fuck? Thor, you asked this. You asked this last time. They would just see him as like a dude, a regular dude. And then go, what the fuck is he gonna do? And then he goes and does Doomslayer shit. But I've answered this question. Oh, one more question. I hear a rumor that old Baali is dead and apparently the Orks... Oh, no. Yarrick is dead. There was a body. He had a burial on Terra. Yarrick is dead. No, Angro did not have anything to do with it. It is most likely he died of old age, because Yarrick was an old fuck. Yarrick was dead before Angron popped up on Armageddon. Whether it was Yarrick's body is unclear. I'm going until he gets a new body, until he gets a new model, he's fucking dead. Until he gets a new model, he is fucking dead, in my opinion. No body, nothing. Like no living person right there to show me that he's alive. Nah, he's fucking dead. Hello, Sarah. Hello, kitty. Who wants a cat? Who wants to see a cat? We have a kitty. We have a kitty. Kitty cam time. There you go. Here's cat. Say hello to the baby. Say hello to the baby. I'm gonna lower this camera down more. Baby! Tiny sweetie. Look at her be tiny and sweet and snuggly. She's a good baby. Oh yeah, this is Sarah. Sometimes you can hear her in the background of my videos. Sometimes. If you have headphones on, it's easier to hear her. Yeah, you're a loud baby. You're very loud. You're a very loud kitty. Very loud baby. Ooh, a Tuxcat had one too. He was a gentleman. She is a creature. She is so dumb and so loud and can be a bit of a bitch, but she's my dumb bitch. She's my cutie and I love her so much. Yes, I do. Like, chat, Rant, first day living in our new place, runs around at night, rams her head into a wall, chips her tooth, and then continues to run like nothing happened. What power does this man have that he can get away with rubbing a cat's belly? She's a completely neutral cat. Wait, she's actually hidden. She's actually a hidden orange idiot? Yes. Oh, she's purring. She's purring, chat. Yay. I get purrs. I love you. I love you, baby. Yes, you're my cutie. Sarah's like me, for real. Rams in the wall. Who put this here? So what do you think of Krogan for Matt? Listen. Rex is my favorite companion in the entire series. I fucking love the Krogan. The Krogan are my favorite species in all of Mass Effect. I will fucking fight and die for the Krogan. Alright, I'm off to bed. Nighto! Good night, Victor! Mine ran into the window full speed, then into the wall. Jesus! Do you see my question? I did not. Give me a moment. Where are you? Artist of Fantasy. Where are you, Artist of Fantasy? I was told Doomslayer could kill Khorne. Okay, kill the concept of war. Kill the concept of blood and skulls. Can you kill a concept? Can you kill a concept? No, because you can't kill the gods. That is Doom works off completely different logic than 40k. I need people to understand this before I lose my fucking mind. Rex is my favorite partner. Companion! No, listen. That man can go for days. Smiles. 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 You can kill a concept. Chainsaw Man did it. He eats them. That's Chainsaw Man's universe, not 40k. We have Rex, the crazy gun-toting uncle that everyone loves, and Grunt is just our son. Grunt is a good boy We do not talk bad about Grunt. He said, I asked him to say sorry to the officer, and he did. And then I went and bought him noodles. He's a good boy. He could murder someone in front of me and I wouldn't react. Sarah's just like chilling out. I think she might want out of the office now. You want out? You want out? Or are you just gonna like collapse in the middle of the floor? You want out, baby? No, you're just gonna have a bath in my office? Okay. Yeah, no, like Doomslayer would fuel corn unironically. Indeed. So who's your least favorite race in Mass Effect? Humanity. What? Humanity's boring. It's just us. Of course they're gonna be my least favorite. I could give less of a shit. But I have to play them, so I'll fucking play them, I guess. Are you talking about CT-7567 Captain Rex? I do love me some Captain Rex. What if Doom was in the warp? Would he manage to force them to stay in the warp and just fight? Guys. I know I shouldn't be addressing these questions because it's just, you know what? Listen, someone clip this for fucking, whatever the fuck. You want out? Okay, you can go out. Have fun. Alright, someone clip this because I'm about to like blow your fucking brains out. Okay, I'm gonna make you guys feel so fucking, your mind's gonna explode, okay? It's gonna go all over the walls. The warp. 40K. Fine, I will use you. Alright. This. Stand! Where be the ground to stand? Where does one make the stand? What does do when giant mouth over there and giant mouth over here? Okay, like I bring my mouse over, giant mouth over here, giant mouth over there. Where does one stand? How does stand? How does stand here? The warp is not a physical place. He would make land. No, he fucking wouldn't. Considering that I just beat Doom Eternal and all of its DLC. No, the fuck he couldn't. And didn't he like get depowered by the end of Doom Eternal because he killed the very guy whose mere existence gave him power? Like, the Doomslayer is no longer powerful. He's just back to being a dude. A very angry dude, but a dude nonetheless. Doom the Dark Ages says so. I haven't played Dark Ages! Don't spoil shit for me! You can't just blast a hole into Mars. Mars is a physical place. Okay, so like this my bad. Listen. Everybody, I sit down. Come, grab a seat. Grab a stool. Grab a seat. Grab a pillow. Grab your friend if they're into that. The warp is a realm of bullshit, randomness, anything can happen, logic, and bullshit. The gods' realms. They're only physical when they want them to be, when they want people to be in them. If the god does not want you to be there, you will not be there. As well, you need to remember that the logic of one universe does not apply to another. Can Doomslayer be in 40k? Probably. We already have enough of them. He's not special in that way. We have a Doomslayer in 40k. His name is Karn. We have a Doomslayer. His name is Kato. Regarding that Doom guy and the warp question, sometimes people just state their fanfiction in the format of a question, hoping people would respond with, "Yeah, that'd be so cool. You're cool." I'm also just someone that does not enjoy versus questions. I don't enjoy them, and crossover questions are, in my mind, a crossover should not be one beats the other. It should be both of them bring each other up. It's why 40k, it's why I have such a hard time trying to cross 40k over with other stuff, because there's not a lot there that could help 40k up, because everybody in 40k is fucking evil. Every faction in 40k fucking sucks. It's why I can't imagine the Imperial Guard fighting alongside the Clone or Rebel Army. I can't imagine the Imperium fighting side by side with the Empire. I can't imagine a fight between Star Trek and the Imperium. I can't imagine all this stuff because neither is bringing the other up. They're not bouncing off one another. One is overriding the other with bullshit. Like, there was a time where, like, this one guy on TikTok was like, "Oh yeah, well, Star Trek could beat 40k," and I'm like, you're missing the fucking point. Like, the problem with your ships is that if I try to teleport a Terminator squad onto it, the problem isn't, oh, well, your phasers go through our armor. The problem is that our teleporters teleport us into your fucking walls. Because we don't fit. Your bridge is X size. Terminators are a little bit bigger than that. They will teleport onto your bridge and die immediately. What if Space Marines have Pokemon? God, no, please. No, I'm not thinking that. Rant for the Rant God. Algorithms for the algorithms throw. You can take that and clip that shit. That is very funny to imagine. But yeah, like, this is why I don't like crossover questions. Ironically, I think the Imperium would view Palpatine's Sith Empire as Florida compared to what they deal with. No, because Palpatine's a filthy wizard. And he does not admit the greatness of the God Emperor. So, we can't have two emperors. That's dumb. That was literally the plot of Horus Rising. Like, that was literally the start of Horus Rising. We can't have two empires. Get fucked. And Palpatine would never let himself be subjugated. That's the whole thing about Palpatine. The winner is in a fight between X versus X, depends on the whims of the writer. Not an exact quote, but still. No, that is fine logic. The winner is not who is the strongest, it is who the writer wants to fucking win. Why do you think Batman wins most of his fucking engagements? It's not because, listen, you can only prepare so much, but if Superman wants to fucking heat vision your skull, he's gonna fucking do it. You can't argue prep time. Also, Palpatine isn't brutal enough against the aliens. Yeah, Palpatine lets the aliens exist. Fucking loser. Look at that loser, letting the aliens exist in his empire. Piece of shit. Garbage. He lets them be senators. He even has an alien on staff. That progressive fuck. Jesus Christ. Oh, the Imperium fucking sucks. And the next crusade I'm planning after this one, I have to play the Imperial Guard. Who would you smash in Warhammer 40k? You want? I made a video. There's a video of Smash or Pass. Like, multiple. Within the French language, we have an expression which is ta gua c'est magua. Magiku. In English means, shut the fuck up, it's magical. This is the warp. Explain. Do you think that there are any 40k founding chapters that are better than what they were when they were in 30k? Ooh. Ooh. Well, I can tell you right now, the Crimson Fists are much better than the Imperial Fists. Crimson Fists are actually funny. Aside from the eat shit traitor. Oh wait, no, that was the fucking Blood Angel guy. That was the Flesh Terror guy from like 30k. Fuck. I wonder how many Imperial Guard die every deployment. Billions. While on this topic, Rancor are the Pitbulls. Rancors are the Pitbulls of Star Wars. They are the Pitbulls of Star Wars. Very gentle, loving creatures unless provoked. Would be cool if the Space Marines have their own equivalent of Power Rangers, just having powers and Titans they can use at any time. Each one gets a knight, and all the knights form into a warhound. Why don't we get any alien stormtroopers in Star Wars anyways? They're all human. It'd be cool to have like 6-armed stormtrooper or something. Because the Empire is pro-human. They actually do go into it in the Thrawn trilogy. Actually, so I can actually talk about that. In Thrawn, the very first Thrawn book, when the new canon started, Thrawn actually asks, why are there not more aliens in the Empire, or at least in the Imperial military? And Eli actually, like, has to, like, pull on his collar a little bit, because it's not a fun question for him. It's actually really awkward. Because, like, he himself feels like it's wrong. But he's trying to explain it to Thrawn in a way that Thrawn can understand, but it only makes Thrawn, like, squint his eyes and go, that's fucking stupid. Basically, Eli says that the Confederacy of Independent Systems was mostly aliens. And that it's led to a lot of anti-alien sentiment among the Empire and humans in general. Thrawn, of course, points back, and it's just like, yeah, but there's aliens in the Republic, right? And then Eli says, yes, but humans did most of the heavy lifting. And Thrawn just looks at him and says, that's so fucking dumb. And Eli says, yeah, it's dumb, but that's how they do things here. Like, his mentality is, there's not much I can do about it, and there's not much you can do either. What if a Grey Knight became a Sith? How powerful? That would imply that the Grey Knights could want something. The Grey Knights are brainwashed, useless idiots. They don't understand the concept of, like, doing something for yourself. Mitsuki, hey! It's the girl, it's the wizard. It's Imperial time! Go, go, Marine Rangers! Yeah. One thing I hope happens if / when Dorn comes back. He looks at Helbrecht, says he reminds him of Sigismund in Salt. Helbrecht says thank you, and Dorn sighs and walks away. Yes! Please! I live for that shit! Oh my god! What type of Force user would Grey Knight be? Grey Knight... They look at the Force and say that's stupid, and then cast lightning from their hands, because they have psychic powers. Makes sense. Space Marines exist in 40k and also turn out. But that makes a lot of sense. I never actually read the books, and now I see why. If you ever want to read the Star Wars books, there are plenty. Like, Twilight Company's pretty good. Gives you a good foundation for who the rebels are. Heir to the Empire. Not Heir to the Empire. The Aftermath trilogy is pretty good. The Thrawn trilogy is pretty good. And, fuck. Reign of the Empire is pretty good. Because Reign of the Empire is, like, set immediately after Order 66. It's pretty interesting. Big E with Palpatine? Near pussy. Now you just be like, Malkador, why are you wearing black robes? Get your shit together, man. Let it be the orcs. No. Not orcs. Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out, Chad. Hear me out. Tau Power Rangers. And it's canon to the 40K universe because it's a cartoon. Counterpoint. Oh, there were aliens. Nice. Thank you, TCOM. Thank you. Flawless. It's interesting how Star Wars can be summarized. How do we explain our lack of budget or ideas before we came up with it? I think that's basically the assist boss, as well as the lack of technology for the time. Yeah. Have there been more spoilers on the 11th starter box? No, not to my knowledge. My mods usually are like the ones to spam it at me because I wake up in the morning and it's just like, boss, look at this! Or it's just like, and he'll freak out about this when he gets on. Go, Fire Warrior. Ah! Star Wars, a war between good and evil. I think the Tau of essentially a Sentai team is like propaganda thing. Yes! Give me my propaganda Power Rangers! Here's an interesting idea. Most custodians died after Big E was put on the Golden Throne. It's secretly been loyal Alpha Legion in custodian armor. Oh my god. The worst point is the Tau Power Rangers feel like something that could exist. Listen, all I'm saying is that, like, they had teams of 3. Ninja Storm, Wild Fury, Dino Thunder. But who would be Kamen Rider? Ooh, that's a good question. I would say the Eldar would be Kamen Rider. Warhammer is just never-ending war and death. It is. Vibrates in Star Wars. TCOM is my Star Wars guy. Oh, old school's like my old Warhammer head. Farva is like my Trench Crusade and Digimon guy. Shadow is my Halo guy. It's so fucking hilarious and heartwarming to listen to you ramble on about things and get very hyped and heated about shit. I am a passionate person. Y'all have not seen me go the fuck off about Mega Man. Y'all have not seen me go the fuck off about Mega Man. When we get to 50k subs, I promise I will go the fuck off on Mega Man. Now I'm thinking, how would the Tau react to a faction that's just meritocracy? Would you like to join the greater good? We'll respect your religion and foundation, so long as you believe in the greater good and help the Empire. Samurai, RPM, Supercharge, and Dino Charge are the best. Reminded me of that Death Star novel where the turbo laser operator gets traumatized by Alderaan and the delay at Yavin 4 in Episode 4. It's him refusing to fire again. Oh yeah. You've activated the hyperfixation, now feed it! Now that I think about it, the Phoenix Warriors are basically Eldar Power Rangers. Yeah, that's basically it. Do it. Go off, King. Oh, I have seen that. Laugh my ass off. Can't wait for the video about it, though. Oh, my God. Chat. I love Mega Man so much. Mega Man is my boy. Hi, Mr. Announcer. I'm here to say, open the door. No. The door stays closed. And no, there is a stream out there where I just like go off on Mega Man, and it's just, oh my god, we're actually listening to Mega Man music right now. I love the remix music for Mega Man, dude. It's good shit. Okay, cursed idea. Drukari Power Rangers, and we let Lilith Hesperex lead. Aid that from a diabolical work. I have chosen 5 Drukari with attitude. I may get a lot of heat for this, but I don't care. All the major factions of Star Wars, I feel like that the Separatists, without the Palpatine string pulling, would be the best faction to be under in Star Wars. If you ignore that it's mostly corporate people bankrolling it, and the corporations just didn't want to pay taxes. There's pros and cons to all sides in Star Wars. Aside from the Empire. Fuck the Empire. Anyway. You just love your silly blue robot boy. I love my silly blue robot boy. I love my silly blue tall robot boy. I love my silly red robot boy. I love my silly fucking Sailor Moon blue boys and girls. I love my dumb little Legends boy. I love my fucking Net Navi boy, and I love my Omega Sis, even though every furry artist has made me look at him and go, please stop. He is my boy. So 2 penises is what you're saying. I said no such thing, and you did it anyway. Star Force actually did get a re-release. They did a collection for it. I just haven't been able to buy it yet, because I'm broke! Yeah, Star Force collection. Look at him! Look at my boy! Look at my boy Geo! Look at him! Yeah! Also hot witch girl, say what? Hot lady? And chat, yes, I know there's a snake lady in Mega Man Star Force. That is a minor. We don't touch that shit. We don't touch. Don't go anywhere near that. That is a child. We don't poke that. We don't poke that stick. Do you think Ethan from COD IW is a clanker? Who? From what? Also, you know Kamen Rider? Yeah, I know Kamen Rider. Like, Power Rangers came from Kamen Rider. Sentai came from Kamen Rider. Like, it's at the top of the family tree. I did not get the box set because I'm broke. Chat, despite what you may think, I'm not allowed to buy Warhammer at, like, exuberant rates. I have to think about food and keeping the lights on. Search up COD IW Ethan clips. Okay, give me a minute. COD IW Ethan. Oh, him. Right. Infinite... You could have just said Infinite Warfare, and I would have immediately understood you. I would have immediately understood you. What was the question again? Do I think he's a clanker? I mean, by definition, he's a robot. He is a clanker. We just don't call him that because he's a good boy. He's a good lad. He doesn't take over your job. He helps you. He's a good lad. How the internet ruined a good insult by turning it into a slur, turning the word goon who are minions into other meanings. Throws bits. Thank you! He saved Reyes. Listen, yeah, like, clanker or clank? We say clanker here. And we only say it to, like, AI and shit. We don't say it to the B1 battle droids. They're funny as fuck, and I love them. He's one of the good silly ones. But I've got a new job in my career field, and I'm reading the Battletech grade Death's Legion trilogy and liking it so far, at least. That's great, Alex. Good job. Good for you, buddy. Sorry I didn't see it. Like, chat is moving faster than I'm usually used to. I am not... Chat, I am not used to this level of audience. Like, oh my god. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing. Like, I am enthralled. Does the Imperium get weird about Space Marine chapters coming from 2 Primarchs? No, they don't get weird about it because, like, they usually don't know about that. How's a tech priest react if they saw a toaster? Praise the machine! Now make toast. Not that I need it, because I eat nutrient paste. Can we say it to the Droidica, the Super Battle Droids? You want to say it to the Roly-Polies? You want to say it to the Roly-Polies, dude? They're just doing... Those droids are doing their job. I like the droids. Listen, I'll yell Clanker when I'm playing fucking Helldivers 2, but I'm not yelling it at my boys, the B1s, B2s, and Roly-Polies. Fuck the Inquisition. Fuck the Inquisition! Are Transformers Clankers? No, well... Listen, if anyone's acting like a Clanker, it's Starscream, okay? It's fucking Starscream. The Droidicas also are rolling turrets, so I like to keep my body. Just how much tech heresy would Iron Man be to the Mechanicus? He's wearing a suit of armor and made it fly. He's also from a time where they would worship that shit. What type of chapter of a Common Rider equivalent successor chapter come from? I don't know. Who's the Starscream of 40k? Harkin World Claimer. Except he's the Starscream that's entirely loyal to Megatron. Those droids are taking jobs from hardworking fascists. T-Com! What about RoboCop? He's just a Skitarii. RoboCop's just a Skitarii. It's funny how the most loyal Starscream, at least I am aware of, is live-action Starscream. Funny you mentioned Sailor Moon earlier out of the internet. There's a fanfiction where 40k's Emperor raised Sailor Moon, who has his adopted daughter. Don't remember where I'd seen it, though. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Give me a minute. I just blue screened. Holy shit. Not my computer. I did. My brain blue screened. I just thought of fucking... Oh my God. I remember seeing that too. Son of a bitch! I'm having an existential crisis over here, chat. Give me a minute. No, because you see, Erebus is actually competent and gets shit done. Starscream doesn't. Armada Starscream was the GOAT. Armada Starscream was the GOAT. Who is the Erebus of Star Wars? T-Com, you want help? You want to take this one for me, buddy? Fuck the Inquisition, coming straight from Terra. Fuck the Inquisition, brought to you by Get Fucked. Sailor Moon, but it's the original Brides of the Emperor. Oh, God! In the name of the Emperor, I'll punish you! Why are you wearing such a short skirt, girl? Please do not sit down. It's only going to end badly for all of us. And then you remember Sailor Moon's probably one of the most powerful fucking characters in fiction ever, and you cry yourself to sleep every night because she's fucking stupid. One of the most powerful beings in all of fucking fiction. And then, god damn it, she has the brain power. Her GPD is DOA! Now then, Shockwave, the only person I can see in 40k, 40k without issues, and if you know, you know. Oh, I know exactly! Shockwave's my favorite. I love Shockwave. So since 10th edition is ending, in your opinion, which faction got the most of their circumstance and who got the worst off? Mechanicus definitely got the worst of it. When you have to have update after update after update after update after update and your army is still trash, something's gone wrong. Something's gone very wrong. Mechanicus obviously got it the worst. No fucking doubt about that. Who got it the best, though? Tarkin? Oh yeah, Tarkin would be Erebus. So then from there, who got it the best? It kind of depends on what you mean. Arguably, fun-wise, I think Necrons got it the best fun-wise because they got Necrosaur Amatar out of it. But then if, like, we're really trying to find who got the best of it this edition, genuinely, without hesitation, I will say the Eldar got the best of the best out of 10th edition. They got brand new aspect shrines, new models, everything. And their codex was good. But then, Eldar got kicked off their throne by the fucking Death Guard. Because remember, Death Guard got the shit rocked out of them from the start of the edition. And then come last year, fucking holy hell, dude. Yeah, sure, they didn't top any of the worlds. But that's because, like, when you're playing for worlds, you're playing best of the best. And a lot of the best players didn't have time to study Death Guard and come to, like, good conclusions on them. Now we've come to great conclusions on them, and Death Guard are still fucking terrifying, even after a nerf. Cap would be toast in 40 days, basically just a juiced up guardsman with adamantium shield. Yep. I was going to say Vader, but unlike Erebus, he's actually good at his job! Would you find it interesting that they made a Tokusatsu-inspired Space Marine chapter? I gotta remember what Tokusatsu is. Fuck me. Oh, a Sentai chapter? I wouldn't be surprised, but they're probably not going to do it. I found that could be my first kittens from a game called Blackout. That has 2-person starter kittens. Really freaking tempting. The Abyss is staring me blank in the face. Black out. Oh, that looks cute. Depending on which Captain America, because comics are inconsistent. Exactly. Hot take, I do not like superheroes. That's not a hot take. That is lukewarm at best nowadays. Would find a story about Elementor constantly having the best of luck during his missions? It'd be different, at least. I got tooth fillings and I can't feel my mouth. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. Alright, that's all my questions for now. I hope you feel better and have a great day. Also, here's hoping the Orks Town Imperial Guard get a Crusade event book in the 11th edition. Here's fucking hoping we're doing something with them. Because apparently the new edition is going to start with Orks and Space Marines, so welcome to Black Reach? Oh, maybe? Would like to see it. Just saying. Oh, I'm a little freak for it. Gimme, gimme. All right, but who's online right now? Who's online right now? I'm tired. I want to go make dinner for my wife because I am a good husband. Quiet me. I don't want to hear me. My own voice agitates me. Welcome back, Froggy. We're gonna back Froggy. Froggy is our new friend, and we like Froggy. Froggy is very nice and wonderful, so we're gonna go bug her. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you are on YouTube, please, we're raiding into Froggy PhD on Twitch. They are a 40K content creator as well, and a brand new friend of mine. So go show them the love that you would show me, and I will talk to you all tomorrow when we do continue Resident Evil Requiem. As well, expect Fire Warrior on Patreon this Friday, and expect it out on the 21st of March. While 500 Worlds will come out at the end of, well, probably the start of next month. But you all have a fantastic night, everybody, and I will talk to you all again soon. Good night, everybody!